Hey, what's up guys? It's Chronofahx here, and my eyes are not working right. Give me a second. Okay, that's better. Anyways, yeah, welcome to more Ocarina of Time. Last time we completed Forest Temple, Water Temple, and at least the child portion of the Spirit Temple. And now, gonna pick up where we left off. Let's see. Blow that up. And yeah, that is one disadvantage of the BMOs. It's a little hard to tell when your bomb will stun it and when it will blow it up. It's always very finicky when it comes to that. It's the one thing I don't really like about that enemy. Hit the crystal of the ceiling. Let's move on. Hi. Bye. Of course, use the long shot to get over to where the chest is. And inside is the compass. I'm a wizard. I mean, I do have a magic spell, so I kinda am a wizard, honestly. Go figure. Okay, so what I want to do here is I was hoping I could jump over to that silver rupee. I guess not. Yeah, in one of these one of those column things, there are some like there's like a golden sculpture. I think it's in the one that's blocked off by the block of time. I think that's... I don't know what they're actually called. I just called them the block of time. Because you play the Song of Time to move them. Awesome camera angle, game. Awesome. Yep. A little bit of a glitch out with the music, but I'm kind of used to that by now. I know it's doable without the hover boots, because that's normally how you get that silver rupee. So you use the hover boots to get over, but I know it's doable without them. Just need to do it. Just need to be... Yes! You just need to be clever about it. Oh, hi, like. I got a key. And there's nothing else in here, so let's get out of here. And unlock the door. Duck beneath the pot. Okay. And long shot up. Yeah, screw the lens of truth. I could just attack him however I want. Okay. And now, here comes the sun, the creepy. No, it just burns away because that's not the right one. Same thing with that one. Push along because I think here comes the sun. Do 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 do. And as for those two treasure chests, they have, I think, a heart, and one of them is a trap that will just encase me in ice and deal damage to me. So I don't need it. Okay. If I remember correctly, okay, I need to get a key. And I can't remember if this is actually the case or not. I think it is in the 3DS version, but I'm not sure about the N64 version. Nope. In the N64 version, you actually can clip onto the bra. Yeah, people in Nintendo are full of pervs, but then again, when you realize what the... But then again, you look at a lot of Nintendo games and really that should have been obvious for years. Fling onto the other side. I got a key. Okay. Hook shot up. And roll up. Open. Just run past the laser. And there are two of these mummy guys this time. Which doesn't matter because Din fire! And that's stun the Beamos. Huh. I didn't even know it did that. Okay. Din fire. And there's a third one. Okay. I probably could have done this a lot faster and consumed less magic with fire arrows, but whatever. Okay. I have a feeling I probably should kill that Beamos. Even though I don't really want to kill one of my favorite characters from Adventure Time. I must. Okay, yep, there we go. That's the door. Okay, I think it's this door I need to be heading towards. Okay. Open. Go through the door. Okay. Pause for a sec, guys. Just need one of my roommates needs to get something real fast, so pause for a few seconds. And I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Back into it. There were 2 invisible treasure chests back there, but they're not important. Okay, yeah, I'll just fight it the old-fashioned way. Yep, just like with Child Link, there is an iron knuckle here. Oh! And I actually don't remember if this thing is more durable or not compared to the one you fight as a child or not. I guess not. Alright. And we head outside and... oh my gosh, treasure's falling from the sky! I got a shield. You obtained a mirror shield. An item that is honestly kind of neglected as far as this game is concerned. Oh, I want color of the match. Because, yeah, mirror shield is really only used in the Spirit Temple. It's not used anywhere else in the rest of the game. And plus, it's not even that much better than the Hylian shield in some cases. Like, it can't deflect enemy projectiles. Like those Deku salesmen that I never showed off. Only the Hylian and the Deku shield are able to reflect the Deku nuts back at them. Mirror shield can't do that. It's literally only used here in the Spirit Temple. That's it. It's not horrible, and I like the mirror. I got the key, and I like the mirror shield's design a lot. But yeah, unlike other Zelda games where the mirror shields are actually pretty useful beyond just when you get them, in whatever dungeon you get them from, this is one of those cases where it doesn't. Where it's not super useful beyond the dungeon you get it in. And okay, yeah, and also if you're gonna bring up things about the original mirror shield's design and even the design of the symbol on the blocks, please don't. I already know the history behind it. I don't think it's necessary to bring it up here. Anyways, yeah, you could just entirely skip this puzzle. The only thing you'll miss out on is a golden scotula. Anyways, open sesame. Hi, Fire Slugs. Bye, Fire Slug. At least you're good for refilling my magic mirror. Ow. Oh, no you don't. Okay. Okay, what I want to do is bomb it. Unlock the eye, which grants me this. Whole lot of convoluted steps. Which grants me a boss key. I got the key. Open. And let's move on. Yeah, don't think I didn't hear that. Spin attack to activate the crystal. And let's move on. Hi, Lizawful. Bye, Lizawful. Again, bigger on sword pretty much makes all combat in this game a joke. And of course, as soon as I say that, I can't hit things for beans. Okay, push the giant mirror across. Oh, a little bit more. Forgot it does it at like 1/8 intervals. Hi there. Bye there. Okay. Push that at least once, and that should be it. And there's an invisible treasure chest right about... Right about... I don't want to be a wuss and pull out my lens of truth. Come on. Oh, right. I needed to use the mirror shield. I thought it was an invisible treasure chest, because this dungeon is chock full of them. Oh! Dang. Oh! Okay, anyways. Let's see, where was the... There it is. Why am I not hitting it? This chain is in the way. There we go. Activate the creepy sun. And now, I melt your face. Raiders of the Lost Ark style. Oh crap, I forgot I didn't have my hook shot. And yep, we're at the boss already. Save and let's go. Looks like someone is here, Kome. Looks like it, Kotake. What an outrageous fellow he is, to intrude so boldly into our temple. We should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. Oh, loyal minion! Destroy this intruder on our behalf. Iron Knuckle, something strange. This is not an ordinary enemy. Oh! Come on, hit the pillar. I kind of want to have full health for what's coming. There we go. Miyanobu used to be an item, but she turned traitorous. I imprisoned her in a statue. Now she is nothing to me. If you get that reference, congratulations, you are now my best friend. Where am I?
Well, looks like she's back to normal, Kome. She is just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo, Kotake. Maybe we should make her work for the Ganondorf for a little while longer. Then we should brainwash her again.
And for this next part, this is going to be one of like only 2 cases where I'm not using the Biggoron sword.
Look at that stupid kid. He came on his own to offer himself as a sacrifice to the great Ganondorf. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone. With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul.
Say hello to my personal favorite boss, Twindorova. Okay, let's see. Which one of you is going to fire first? Oh, ice. Yep, you just redirect their magic against each other. I love this gimmick. They tried it again in Spirit Tracks with this one pig that you use the boomerang to, like, essentially redirect fire and ice, but I like this take better. Because, well, this is a fun use of the mirror shield. Where is... dang it. Plus, I just love... But yeah, in general, But in general, I just have a lot of fun with this boss. I think it's really creative, and I love the use of the mirror shield. I think it's by far the best use of it I've seen in any Zelda game. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's get serious now, Kotake. Okay, Kotake, Kome, double dynamite attack.
Smash. Okay. I also love this second phase. Not only do I love the design with like the fire and ice hairs, and the fact that their broomsticks essentially become like magic wands, but I just love absorbing their attacks and redirecting at them. And yeah, this is the main reason why this is one of the only fights I use the Master Sword on. It's because it's impossible to hold the sword while shielding at the same time. And I don't have the patience to do the put away command. Okay. Fire! And I fire at you! Okay. Bigger run. Defeated. And now for the funniest part of the entire game for me.
Shoot! What a fresh kid! This time we'll get serious, right, Kotake?
What?
Hey, Kobe, what is that above your head? I don't know, but you have one over your head too, Kotake. But I'm only 400 years old, and I'm only 380 years old. We're twins, don't try to lie about your age. You once had got senile. Who are you calling senile? Is that how you treat your older sister? We're twins, how could you be older? God, how heartless you are. How could you be so ungrateful? You're heartless. You're ungrateful. We'll go back to haunt you.
Yeah, see him in Majora's Mask. As promised, I will not be picking up any more heart containers for the remainder of the game. So, let's go ahead and collect our medallion. Kid, let me thank you. Look at what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. Competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the sage of spirit? And now, I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Kid? No. My dude, the hero of time. That will never get old. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it. I got a spirit medallion. If only I knew you would become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise I made back then. Should I be concerned about that? What could that mean? But with that, completed the Spirit Temple, so let's go ahead and head back to main part of Hyrule. And let's see if this time I can unlock the Nocturne of Shadow. Because I swear you can get the Nocturne of Shadow before you complete complete the Fire Temple. Because it's doable to complete the Shadow Temple without completing the Fire Temple. Because you don't need the Megaton Hammer at any point in the Shadow Temple. And heck, even in the Spirit Temple, it wasn't necessary. I mean, if you were going for 100%, then yeah, it's useful for one thing. Because there's a rusted switch that needs Megaton Hammer to hit. But other than that, it's not necessary, as I've clearly proven. But yeah, let's see. Nope. Didn't unlock the Nocturnal Shadow. Which means that, yeah, we're going to be doing Fire Temple next. But before we head in there, did I earn any new rewards for the Scochula house? Let's see, I've talked to you already. You I haven't talked to. Here's a reward for you. I got the thing, the Stone of Agony. If you equip a rumble pack, it will react to nearby secrets. So yeah, in the 3DS version, it's changed to the Shard of Agony, and you don't need any like additional things. It'll just kind of flash in the corner of the screen, telling you, "Hey, there's a secret nearby." I'll be honest, I kind of prefer the 3DS version of that better, because it'll react stronger the closer you are, versus the rumble pack, which isn't that great. Die. Or die again. Okay, yeah, I need to do the, Fire Temple. Okay, don't need any, fairies, so. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Boo-do-do-do-do-do-do. Boo-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right. Okay, hop down. Broke a few kneecaps, but that's fine. Welcome to the Fire Temple, aka my favorite dungeon in the entire game. Yeah, while Trimurova is my favorite boss, this is hands down my favorite of the dungeons. I'll kind of explain as we go along. But for now, oh hey, old friend.
What's that? Is that you, my dude? Oh, it really is, my dude. You've grown so big since I last saw you. I want to have a man-to-man talk with you, but now's not the time. Ganondorf is causing trouble on Death Mountain again. He's revived the evil ancient dragon Volvagia. On top of that, he's going to feed my people to that evil dragon as a warning to other races that might resist him. If that fire-breathing dragon escapes from the mountain, all of Hyrule will become a burning wasteland. I will go on ahead to try to seal up the evil dragon. I'm concerned though, because I don't have the legendary hammer. But I have no choice. My dude, I'm asking you to do this as my sworn brother. While I'm trying to deal with the dragon, please, save my people. The prisoner cells are in the opposite direction. I'm counting on you, my dude.
You couldn't have the decency to leave that door unlocked. Oh! Okay. It's not the kind of lava that just instantly makes you reset, even with the Goron tunic on. So yeah, this whole dungeon is basically just one giant search and rescue mission, and I like that. I got a key. It feels good to just free all these Gorons and just do them all favors. And what's nice too is that these Gorons actually do give you hints about how to do different things. It's not just throwing you blindly into the dungeon like the Water Temple does. So it's kind of nice. Plus, I really like just kind of the area itself. I love all the lava around you. I love the kind of designs of a lot of like the architecture around this place. It's just a really cool area. I really do appreciate a lot about this dungeon. Plus, there are a lot of fun puzzles involved in it too. Okay, open the door. And let's see. Nope. Okay. Is the sinking ship? Let's move on to this door. Hit the switch. And that's another Goron free. Along with another key. Okay. Here's a secret for saving me. Wall that you can destroy with the Goron's special crop will sound different than a regular wall if you hit it with your sword. And by the way, that hint is actually not just applicable in this dungeon, but it's applicable throughout the entire game. So that's actually kind of cool that they acknowledge that. Though I don't really need to check because I pretty much have this, because I have the majority of this game memorized. So, but it's so helpful to new players. Okay, hop up. Up. And the floor has come to life. And on the opposite end is a lek-lek. And a golden sculptula. Gotcha. Okay. Next room. Okay. So I want to go this way. Ow, fire keys. Hop over. Okay. Oh. Need to climb at it from that angle. There we go. Kaboom! Sploosh. Next Goron. Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. There are switches in this temple that you have to cut to activate, but you can also use the Goron's special crop to do the job. I got a key. Okay, I think now we're good to fully cross that bridge from earlier. Hi, fire bubbles. Ow, fire keys. Okay. Oh. That's right, you better run. Okay. I think for this room I want to have the hook shot out. Nope. Oh, oh. Okay, yeah, I did not expect that to happen, but whatever. Okay. So, slide down that. And while I can't hook shot to the top, at least I don't think. Oh, I can. Okay. Never mind. Let's see. Hit that. And this is one of my more favorite puzzles. It's so simple, but the outcome is kind of creative. Push that block down. Land on top of it. It's an elevator. I love that. It's so creative. Okay. This next room. Yes, okay. This would have been the introduction to fire slugs, but we encountered them in the spirit temple, so you know, whatever. Okay, don't want to hit that crystal yet. So let's push across. Here we go. Pull. Climb. Okay. Okay. Climb. Climb the chain. Drop. And there we go. Door into the maze. Okay, I believe there's a bombable wall here. Yes! Golden Skulltula. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go here, yes. Because there is a Goron here. There you go, you're free. Are you for releasing me? Am I free to go? Let me tell you a secret as a reward for releasing me. When you're on fire, you can put it out by swinging your sword or by rolling forward. Did you know that? Stop, drop, and roll. Heck yeah. Okay. Kick open. I got a key. Okay. Wait for that to pass. Okay, that's not bombable. Believe I got through this door. So before I jump, I want to just save because sometimes controls can be a little finicky. Okay. Nope, I did not mean to do that. Okay. There we go. Oop. Yeah, you kind of see that? This is why I do as a spin point, because if I fall down there, I have to walk all the way back from that room, from that first floor room with the bridge. But with that, I got the map. Okay, so turns out there was a little bit more in that maze that I needed to get, because I needed to get the key. Okay. And I want to have the hookshot out. I just like having it there, just because. Okay. Dodge both boulders. And... oh! Just push that boulder back. Nope. Right, it's over here. Free that Goron. Be sure to avoid the boulders there, buddy. Okay. And I got a key. What do you have to say? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. In this temple, there are doors that fall down when you try to open them. When one of these doors start to fall, move. If you use a sample of the Goron special crop, you can break it. Okay. Now I need to head back over to that room with a very thin stone bridge. Go back, boulder. That's right. It bumped into me and it's so intimidated it decides to go the other direction. That's how tough I am. Okay. Now I can move on. Oh. No, stop jumping off. Wall of fire is now chasing me. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but still, it's best to run. And hide out up top. And just let it pass. Yep, just let that thin JPEG just pass over me. Well, I guess it's not really a JPEG since it's animated, but you get the idea. Anyways, gonna hop up. And yep, we're back in the maze, but we're running on top. Okay, bombs. Yes, I know, Navi. I know that thing is bombable. Okay. Head over here. Hit the switch. To free the Goron on the complete opposite end of the maze. Okay. Okay. Secure that. And jump over. I got a key. Are you releasing me? Alto uses a secret for saving me. If you find a place that you can see on the map but can't reach, try playing your ocarina. Where are you going? Oh! I'll just assume that he survived. Okay. Oh, no! Now I have to do the stone bridge thing. And the firewall. No! Dang it. Ugh. Well, that sucked. Just when I thought, oh, I don't have to deal with it, it's fine. And of course I can't climb on top of that, so I need to actually climb the chain link. Or hookshot. Either way. At least I think he's kind enough to give me arrows. Ow! So many kneecaps shattered. Honestly, I probably should have done this Goron first, because then it could have at least provided me a shortcut back up to where the oh, dang it, I have to push that block again? Dang it. Because at least it would have provided me a shortcut back up to the top of the maze. Oh well, live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Okay. Really? Link, if that was just a height thing, Link, you're way too freaking short. I mean, praise to all the short kings, but you are too short, man. Actually, I think Link is canonically pretty short. Like, I think he's like 5'2", something like that. Like, he's pretty short. So yeah, it would be appropriate to refer to him as like a short king. Ow. Stinking boulder. Okay. Okay, I learned my lesson. I'm not making that mistake again. Go through the door. Thank you. Once again, the wall of fire. This time I'm just gonna run straight through it. I'm gonna ignore that key because I need to get the other key before I can go through that key door. Okay. Thankfully, that hole is still blued up. Oop. Jeez, Link. You weren't in any real danger there, buddy. Alright there, buddy. You're free to go. Here's the tip for you rescuing me. Somewhere in this temple, you're sure to meet up with some creatures that dance as they attack. Arrows won't hurt them. Looks like you might need some of the Goron's special crop. That's all I have to tell you. Okay. I got the key. And now... I can't remember if this is hookshotable. Oh. There we go. Nope, I have to climb it. Okay, fire slug is at the very top. So I'm gonna just shift over and kill him. Die, die, die. Okay. Next room. Or back to this room. Now the fire is chasing me in the opposite direction. And just barely enough distance and height. Okay. And yeah, it's just a straightforward room. And now this room, I'll admit, is kind of a jerk. You can see down from here. Isn't that the room where we saw Dalronia? Darunia? Darunia? I'll just call it Darunia. It's easier for me. Yep, not only is there boulders chasing you everywhere, but there's also just random walls of fire. And these flamethrowers. And you're meant to navigate it like a maze. This wouldn't be too bad, except there's a couple of timed elements to this room. Like, certain puzzles are underneath a time limit, so unless you have this whole thing memorized, this room can be a little bit of pain. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with any of the timed things right now. Thankfully. And I believe... Yes! That was what Navi was hinting at. And see. Right, I need the bigger one. I need the Megaton hammer. And also that top door from earlier, I think is for something else later. For now, I need to get over to that switch and then through that wall of flame. So, walk around. Nope. Right through here. Okay, and I think it's straight through here. Yes. Go. For these guys, for this door in particular, it's a fake. Or, in the words of Admiral Akbar, it's a trap. Meet the one of, like, I think 3 fire dancers. Normally you're supposed to use bombs against them, but me personally, I just use the hook shot. It's faster and easier, and it doesn't waste bombs. Also, I just love the little noises the fire dancers make when you corner them. It's silly. I like it. And yep, blows up. Take the bombs. And yep, elevator. Up we go. Oh wait, that's the timed crystal. Okay. Now... drop off. Climb up. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. This is another room where I kind of do a suspend point. Because if you fall down the very center, you end up at that first floor with the bridge. Meaning you have to climb all the way back up to here. And let me tell you, it is a pain in the rear end. Anyways, with that, I'm just going to run along the edge. It's faster and easier. And with that fire keys right behind me, it's time to obtain one of my favorite items in the game. I got the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's hammer time. Kind of like with the Bigoron sword, it's a two-handed weapon, and I think it even does equal damage to the Bigoron sword. But I think it's easier to use the Bigoron sword. Plus, I think it's more effective. Because the Bigoron sword is fast. It's pretty fast at like hitting things versus the Megaton hammer, which is kind of slow and can only hit right in front of you. Versus the Bigoron sword, where it can hit in several different directions. I mean, I think there is a side slash, but you have to be targeting and moving to the left or right to activate it, making it kind of inconvenient for that. Lower that down. I also like it because of some of the puzzles that involve using it. Like, if you could stop, like, doing that is pretty fun and pretty satisfying. So yeah, I like it. Okay. Nope. Create some big old stairs. And box. Jump. Open that for me. Gonna plop that down. Oh, no. Don't want to be burnt to a crisp. Okay. Hop up. And that should unlock the spire that can get me to the boss door. This switch looks rusted. Just give it a go. Just give it a good whack and it will be fine. Have just barely enough distance. And yep, that frees one of our buddies here. I'll tell you a secret for saving me. A door is hidden inside the statue at the entrance to this temple, but the Goron special crop won't work for it. Don't you have anything stronger? Yeah, I got a big ol' hammer. I got a key. Okay. Straight through that door again. And... oh, this is gonna hurt bad. Or not. Yeah, for some reason fall damage doesn't apply on that particular block. No idea why, but I won't. But if it benefits me, I'll take it. Okay. Whack that. Whack a bowl. Whack a head. Come on. Get through the door. Thank you. Okay. I think in this room is... yeah, just a bunch of enemies. Okay. That takes care of that. That takes care of a lot of the legitimate enemies. And yes. Door unlocked. Blocked. 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 Die like. You will not be stealing my tunic today. And once again, I don't really use the bombs on this guy. Once I have the Megaton Hammer, I just smash it like I smash the like button on a YouTube video. Okay, it looks like the Biggoron Sword does more damage than the Megaton Hammer. Because, he'll allow a couple of hits before he jumps back into the fire. Like, he'll take a certain amount of damage before he goes into the fire. So, Biggoron Sword is actually more damaging than the Megaton Hammer, apparently. Ow. Oop. And I believe in that chest are just bombs, if I remember correctly. Yep. Okay. Surprised I never got the compass at any point. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Oh, I see. Big Brother Darunia asked you to rescue me. I owe you big time. Please, help Big Brother. Please help Oni-chan. Again, I'm a VTuber. It is my job to be cringy. I got the key. Okay. So now, we can go ahead and fight off the dragon. Open the door. There we go. And while Chronofahx is my favorite boss, this is a pretty dang close second for me. The subterranean lava dragon Volvagia. I mean, yeah, the design kind of looks a little off, especially with the dated graphics, but the actual boss itself, oh my gosh, I have a blast with it every single time. We're playing whack-a-mole! Yep, they give you a hammer, and the boss fight is essentially just a big old game of whack-a-mole. I love it. Okay, so this isn't the round where it starts raining rocks. Right here. Okay. And also, it's kind of cool how this boss uses the same boss theme as King Dugano. It's kind of fitting. I like it. Yeah, if you just hang out on the side, the rocks can't hit you. It's actually kind of nice. Ow. And we've slain the dragon. And actually, this does bring up a pretty interesting note. In the Ocarina of Time manga, Volvagia actually is giving a more fleshed out backstory. Because in the game, it's like, yeah, this is just a resurrected dragon that once terrorized the Gorons in the past. And it was the Megaton Hammer that defeated it in the past. But in the manga, Volvagia was actually a pet dragon of Link's. like Child Link got a pet dragon, but then he had to like let it go at one point. And Ganondorf 7 years later took over Vivagia and turned it evil, meaning Link had to kill his own pet, something that he loved and cherished. And Vivagia, in its dying breaths, let out a noise that made it clear that it still remembered Link. It was just under a mind control. It was actually kind of tragic, and honestly, I would have liked that angle with the game too. Would have added more to this boss. At least to me, anyway. But yeah. As before, I'm not going to pick up any heart containers. Let's go ahead and pick up our next medallion. What up? I'm just... Oh my gosh. What in tarnation? Death Mountain is no longer so deadly. What up, brother? Thank you, brother. I really appreciate what you did. I thank you on behalf of the entire Goron race. You turned out to be a real man, just as I thought you would. By the way, I, the Wild Tarunia, turned out to be the great Sage of Fire. Isn't that funny, brother? Well, this must be what they call destiny. Nothing has made me happier than helping you seal the evil here. Hey, brother, take this. This is a medallion that contains the power of the fire spirits and my friendship. I got the fire medallion. You see the fire medallion. Don't forget, now you and I are true brothers. Always and forever, buddy. Always and forever. So now all there is left is just the Shadow Temple. But before we go there, there's something here in Death Mountain that I want to pick up. Oh, okay. I was still able to get it. Good. Okay. Gonna head over... I think it's here? Yes! Pull out the hammer. Because here is the Great Fairy's Fountain. And the thing that this fairy gives me will be very essential for something later. Welcome, my dude. I am the Great Fairy of Wisdom. I'm going to enhance your magic power. Receive it now. Again, how fitting that within the volcano is something that enhances my magic. Since just outside the volcano is where I first received magic. Oh my gosh, Link's legs are detached! Your magic power has been enhanced. Now you have twice as much magic power. Yep, we now have double magic. It is now the length of a full row of hearts. Okay, so now just need to head back to Kakariko. And I think the fastest way is just to go from the Temple of Time to it. Yeah, but just kind of speeding through this, man. I really expected Ocarina to be like several weeks, not 4. Like, at this point, I'm fully expecting to clear this game in its entirety by the end of the stream. If not, reaching Ganon's tower. I mean, I guess I could extend it a little bit by doing the Gerudo training ground to get into ice arrows, but I don't know if I want to do that, if I'm being honest. I originally was going to, but I don't know anymore. Well, whatever. Oh my gosh, there's fire. Oh, hey, Sheik. Yep, I'm just gonna totally ignore the buildings on fire. Get back, my dude. Dude, Sheik is caked. Like, did you see how much those cheeks were pushing out? Great, now all I'm thinking about is that one Ghost Stories dub meme. Nice ass. Do not listen your Jesus, you're right. What a thing to be saying during this cutscene, man. What is wrong with me? Looks like you're coming around. My dude, terrible thing has happened. The evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa, the leader of Kakariko village, had sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. But the force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke, and it escaped into the world. I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she will be in danger without any help. My dude, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Spoilers. Destroy the evil shadow spirit and save Impa. There is an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. The only thing I can do for you is teach you the melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this, the Nocturne of Shadow. Kuko is just laughing at us in the background. Like, haha, you're learning a song in the middle of such an imminent danger. But in all seriousness, I really do like this song. I think it's another one of those underrated songs in the soundtrack. Let me take care of the village. I'm counting on you, my dude. And by helping out the village, I do mean just flashing and disappearing, and you'll never see me again. And it'll be permanently storming until we clear the Shadow Temple. Yeah, this dungeon is only accessible through the song because, well, it's right above where the royal family grave is. And now for, like, one of only 2 times where Din's Fire is actually required. Hiya! And that opens the way to this Shadow Temple. Okay. The shadow will yield only to one with the Eye of Truth, handed down in Kakariko Village. So I could do this puzzle first, but first I want to go get the hover boots so I can actually go to where that particular puzzle opens. One who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. Shadow Temple. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Okay. Come on, hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Okay, you hit one. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do as much as I can without the Lens of Truth. See how much of this dungeon I have memorized. But with that said, I got the map. Okay. Shadow Temple. Yeah. What is hidden in the darkness? Tricks full of ill will. You can't see the way forward. Sure, yeah. Okay, I think it's... What is hidden in the darkness? Tricks... Yes. Usually you want to be looking for the, like, glowing green. That usually indicates yes. We meet again, Dead Hand. This time I'm able to kill your hands. Whoa! A little too close for comfort. Okay. Grab me. At least he's getting smarter and actually spawning right next to me. Not smart enough, though. And just as we got the, excuse me. Just as we got the Lens of Truth from the hand before him, we got the hover boots. With these, you can briefly hover over short distances, but in exchange, you have absolutely no friction, meaning you're on permanent ice physics as long as you have those on. It's kind of cool, but I don't use them outside of a couple things. Okay, I think it's here. Yes. Okay, with this one, I definitely want to use the Lens of Truth to make sure I'm using the right one. May my beak face the skull of truth. The alternative is descent into the deep darkness. AKA, if you get it wrong, you're dropped down a hole. Okay, no, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so it is this one. Okay. Should be... Yes! Into the belly of the beast. And that is like one of only 3 times I'll ever use the hover boots. Okay, bombs. Oop. Well, that works. Somewhat. Through here. Sorry. Dump my mic a little bit. So yeah, just kind of a rotating scythe, kind of like in the ice caverns. And you can shield the duck underneath them. And you can also tell how far they're reaching because of the little, like, circle around it. Kind of a helpful tip. Okay, got that. And the last silver rupee is... somewhere. Oh, there it is. Ow. Missed. There we go. Because this will get me... I got the smoky... Okay. Duck. Duck. Goose. Right, I need to... I think I need to bomb one of those. First, the alternative to redeads. Get those. Oh, crap. Stop pumping me. Die. Like you better, Majora. And also, I think those are the only instances of Gyptos in this game. Seriously, redeads are more popular. Versus in Majora, where there's more Gyptos. Even having the entire section of Ikana dedicated solely to Gyptos. And even having a mask of their face be one of the required items. Alright, hookshot? Hi! Totally saw you coming. I think it was the ominous music. Hi there! And there should be... Yes! Hi! Oh, want to pick that up. Every bit of health counts, especially since I'm not picking up any more hearts. Okay, and here I want to use the hover boots. Ow! Okay, how does that work? I wasn't even touching the bottom of the blade there. Dodge that. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Yep, there are, floor masters here. So move fast and move with purpose. Okay, I don't think there's anything I can do in that room. So let's just go down here. And just keep moving. That's the key. Just keep moving. Ow. Ow. Okay, I've taken off the hover boots. The ice physics are kind of screwing me up. Okay. Blow that up. Because you held the last silver rupee. Take those bombs. And on to the next room. And yeah, this is probably my favorite room in the entire Shadow Temple. Well, second favorite. There's one other that I like a little bit more. Let's see. Yep, you can stop the spikes using the block. This room always kind of stood out to me as a kid. Especially as you get closer and closer to the spikes and you just see them like that. Like, that is kind of terrifying. It really simulates that, yeah, things are getting harder and things are getting more dangerous. Which always interested me as a kid. It's too high. Alright. Come on. Just pull. By the way, that church just has like money or hearts in it. It's nothing that interesting. Okay, okay, it's still hitting the top of the block. Good. That's what I want. Open. Okay, it's just money. This is what's required. Nope. A little lower, a little higher. There we go, that's a sweet spot. I got the key. Yay. Alright, now we can head back over to where that Stalfo was. Okay, here's another spot where I actually do kind of need the Lens of Truth. Ow. But again, thankfully, there is that trick that allows you to just use the Lens of Truth infinitely. But you just kind of spam the button. Yeah, I'm not even just gonna deal with the scream. Freeze! Okay. Normal Kokiri. Equip that. Okay, kill you before you unfreeze. Just some money. Cut that. I think it's Please, I don't want to have to use the lens of truth here. I don't want to be a quitter. Come on. Alright, lens of truth it is. Oh yeah, I also need the shot. Oh. If you're watching this on YouTube, hi. Just kind of going through the Shadow Temple right now. Oh. Probably should have used the hover boots there. Okay, hover boots. Definitely want bombs here. Let's see, oh. Missed. Dang it. Okay. There we go. And that should... Yes! Give me a key. Got the key. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to kill every enemy in here in order to progress. That's right. Now where is that? There it is. There we go. Jump over. Let's go. Guess I guessed it correctly. That. No, I want hook shot. Hop over. And, oh. There we go. Come on. Dang these hover boots. Okay. That? And that oh wait, it's an invisible chest. Right. Yeah, the hover boots are like slippers, yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised that Nintendo hasn't made merch like that. That would be fun. Like, have slippers that look like the hover boots. That would be fun. Let's see. Okay, there's nothing else in here. Okay. Nope. Oh. Okay. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm doing like that spam thing, it's because it's actually a nice little trick where if you spam the Lens of Truth, it consumes no magic. It's actually kind of a neat trick. Come on. Die, Gibdo. That just has money in it. Oh. Ow. I got the key. Right. Oh. What the? I clearly stepped in that. Why didn't I take damage there? Yeah, you know what? If it benefits me, I'll take it. I won't question it if it benefits me. Okay, wishing the block pushing was a little faster. Because this takes forever. There we go. And I might as well take off the... the boots. Okay, here we go. And I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but I have a feeling that this is a reference to the fact that some mythologies have it where when you go to the underworld, you're taken by a fairy. Like a boat. I have no confirmation about that, but it's just a feeling I have. Come on. There we go. Dude, if I were on a boat that was this shaky, I'd be seasick so bad. Like, I'm normally not seasick. Like, I've been on a couple of boats and I've never gotten seasick. But I have a feeling if I was on a boat this bouncy on the water, I would feel queasy in an instant. Okay, and fire. Okay. Bunch of wall masters, or floor masters. I always forget which is which, depending on... Can't target it because it's on the other side of an invisible wall. Floor master. Okay, so the ones that fall down from the ceiling are wall masters. Okay. Ah! It's consuming me! There we go. I don't need no sticking lens of truth. I got the key. Okay. Now I need to go to this room. I think. Oh, wrong one. Or, actually no, I need to go to the northern room because that's where the boss key is. That room is just an extra room with the, like, spinning skull torches that you can bomb. Din. Fire! I got the key. And then that one, I think it's just money. Or a heart. So I don't need it. Okay, nope, that's not it. Nope. There we go. Yes, this is it. Come on. Hit the pot. Thank you. Actually, just remembered, I probably want to have the lens of truth so I can make absolute certain I hit the platforms. Spam. There we go. The ice physics put me directly above the hole. Dum, dum. And now for my third favorite boss of the entire game. Boom, 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 boom. Bongo, bongo. Not only does he have probably my favorite boss fight, not only does he have probably my favorite boss name, but the fight itself is actually kind of fun. Shoot the hands. Then you just hit him in the eye as he's charging at you. All while he's banging on his bongos and making you fly up in the air. It's pretty fun. I love it. Ow. Also, you don't need to hit him with the bow. You can also hit him with the hookshot. It'll work too. beat him in record time. Love, love, love the Bigoron sword. Once again, gonna skip the heart container. So, just to make things a little harder for me later. And let's get the final medallion. The boy with the noble Zelda's Ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. We Sheikah have served the royalty of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When last I saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Now I see that you have become a fine hero. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Soon, you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the 6 wise ones, will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Now, I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. I got the Shadow Medallion. Please, look out for the princess. My dude, the hero. Finally. All of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time. Just gonna jump straight into it. I think, gonna wrap up the story in this stream, if I'm being honest. Warp there, but suddenly just walked through the door. I've been waiting for you, my dude. Again, that cake. My dude, the hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now, you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the King of Evil. Before that, I have things I want to tell only to you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, the Sheikahs. If you would seek the sacred triangle, listen well. The resting place of the sacred triangle, the sacred realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. The heart of the one who enters it. If an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. Excuse me. The Triforce, the sacred triangle. It is a balance that weighs the three forces: power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the sacred triangle has all three forces in balance, that one will gain the true force to govern all. But if that one's heart is not in balance, the Triforce will separate into three parts: power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, the part representing the force that one most believes in. If that one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the two lost parts. Those two parts will be held within others chosen by destiny, who will bear the Triforce mark on the backs of their hands. "7 years ago, Ganondorf, the King of Thieves, used the door you opened in the Temple of Time and entered the Sacred Realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into three parts. Only the Triforce of power remained in Ganondorf's hand. The strength of the Triforce of power enabled him to become a mighty evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the two other Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of courage is you, my dude. And the other, who holds the Triforce of wisdom, is the seventh sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me. On that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant Impa. I thought I should entrust the Ocarina to you. I thought that would be our best chance. As long as you had the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm, but something I could never expect happened. After you opened the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf had become the evil king, and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All of this is an unfortunate coincidence. I passed myself off as a Sheikah, and hoped that you would return. I waited for 7 years. And now you are back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf the Evil King will end. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus, Ganondorf the Evil King will vanish from Hyrule. My dude, in order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my part. And here is a weapon that can penetrate the Evil King's defenses. The power given to the Chosen Ones. The Sacred Arrow of Light. That rumbling. It can't be.
Eren Yeager?
Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I let this kid wander around. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. No, it was not the kid's power I misjudged. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these 2 Triforces, then I will become the true ruler of the world. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle.
No, Zelda, wait! That crystal!
That might be worth a lot. That might be worth a lot of rupees.
Well, let's do this. Ganon's castle.
My dude, can you hear me? It's Rauru, the Sage. We 6 will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda. Taste the power of the rainbow.
And I kind of like the look of the Rainbow Bridge in the 3DS version. Like, they actually made it look like a legit bridge in the 3DS version, which I like a lot more, personally. But either way, it got us inside Ganon's castle. The final dungeon of the entire game. And I think with a couple of exceptions, you can tackle these barriers in any order that you wish. But for me, I think I'm gonna go with an inverse order of things. Like, the inverse of how I tackled all the dungeons. So, that means we're gonna start with the shadow barrier. Okay. What I want to do here is fire arrow. Probably also want to have hover boots on. And I missed. There we go. Okay. Move. 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 No! No! Spit out! Spit on my clothes. I got my thing. Okay, I think I'll take off the hover boots now. Okay, in the darkness of the screen and the fact that I can't really see anything because of the fire effects. Okay, I was way off. There we go. Hit that switch. And... long shot. A little lower. There we go. Up there. And now for the final item of Ocarina of Time, the Golden Gauntlets. Or, I guess... I'm missing a couple items. Like the ice arrows and... I forget what this middle one is. I feel like that's an optional item, though. Let's just... because it's not bomb shoes, it's not an empty bottle. Oh, it's magic beans, I forgot. Those are magic beans. I guess I never did grab those. Okay. Put the light arrows. And fly over to the torch. And thankfully they're convenient enough to put arrows and magic in the room where you need to dispel the light barrier, where you have to dispel the barriers. And also, one of my favorite things about these cutscenes is that if you look closely enough at these cutscenes, you can see exactly where the arrow hit. Like, it will just be floating. Like, didn't see it in that cutscene in particular, but they are visible. Okay. And next is conveniently right next to me, the fire barrier. Oh! A trick for this room is no, not that. I need to be fireproof, actually. Put on the hover boots. It makes you weightless, therefore you can't sink. It's kind of nice. Grab that. And Link does the right thing when you're supposed to, when you lift heavy things. You lift with your legs, not your back. Casually yeet. Ooh, that was close. Grab that. Let's see. Probably need to go over to where that fire slug is. Go. Hover over. Grab that. No! Wish there was an option where you could grab the edge of that. Anyways. There, now I can stop the beeping. Grab the magic.
Fire dispel. Barriers dispelled. Hurry up, brother.
Okay. Now that that's gone, now should be the spirit barrier. Actually, might as well just get this rock out of the way. I won't do this barrier next, but I might as well get rid of the rock. Also, Link is really lucky that none of the debris hit him there. Yay, spirit. Okay. Didn't end up blowing it up. Okay, it didn't hit me. Take advantage of invincibility frames. Let's see. Long shot. Ow. Dang it. Nope, I missed. Oh my gosh, the invisibility frames saved me. Hit that to unlock some bomb shoes, but I'm just gonna go through my current supply. There we go. I love my little bomb shoes. I love them so much. Oh hey, one of the only other times you ever have to use the mirror shield in this game. And that summons... yeah. Nope. And that summons another one of the Wall Masters. Yep. Yeah, I think I figured that out now. Mirror shield can't quite reach. Just randomly gives me Naku nuts. Let's see if you can see the arrow in this cutscene. Nope. Because sometimes you can see the arrow just floating in the cutscene when you dispel the barriers. Alright, next should be the water barrier. If we're going in the order, if we're going in the reverse order of the dungeons I did them in. And actually, while I'm down here, I might as well see if I can show off this. Where is it? It's probably on the opposite side. I think it's along this. Yes! A little fairy fountain along with a bunch of deco salesmen who will sell you various potions. I won't really be using any of those, but it's good to know. Secret tunnel, secret tunnel, through the mountains, secret, 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 secret tunnel, yeah. Let's see, those treasure, some of those treasure chests are traps, so won't be falling for that. I got the flame. Sorry for bumping my mic. Okay, there should be a switch, or maybe it's one of those. Yeah, just kill every enemy in the room. Oh, no, don't climb, don't climb. Okay. And I believe... Oh, I need a blue flame. I'll be right back. I need it for Pura's lab. Gosh, how much easier that quest would be if you could just carry the blue flame in your bottle like that. In Breath of the Wild. Okay, I think I did that wrong. Whatever. Just magically spawn back. Nope. Come on. Okay, yeah, I think I did this wrong. So let me go reset. There we go. That should be it. It's always ice block puzzles, man. It's always them. Though, to be fair, this isn't the worst case of an ice block puzzle in the Zelda series. If you play Twilight Princess, you know exactly which one I'm referring to. You know exactly which one I'm talking about. Okay, Mechaton Hammer. It's hammer time! It's hammer time! Okay. Grab some magic. Pointless money. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see the arrow float. Yep, you can see the arrow floating. Yep, you can kind of see it floating there. Okay, next is the forest barrier, and then finally the light barrier. Hi there. Bye. Okay, and fire arrow. Up above. Should unlock the door. Goodie. And also, it's a little weird that they put these in the Forest Temple room when this was clearly a thing for the Shadow Temple. But, whatever. It's not like the Forest Temple really had much going on outside of just Poe hunting, so I guess this works. Nope! Link, why'd you do that? Okay, Oh! I almost forgot how aggressive the wind is in this. Okay, got that. Wait for this cycle to go through. Oop, 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 oop. Nope. And I had to do that all over. Great. Blow that up. This time, Kokiri boots. Come on, end the cycle, end the cycle. Yes! Leap of faith! Ah, I was way off. Come on, here we go. Don't fall off, that will be really stupid. There we go. Nope, don't pull out the sword. There. Hurry up, my dude. Again, that will never get old, and I am going to make that a running joke for the remainder of any of my streaming career. And And finally, there should be the light barrier. Okay, you're there, and you're there. I got the key. And also, it is a little cool that we're getting something related to light, since you would just kind of gift wrap the light medallion just for pulling the Master Sword. So it is kind of cool that we're getting puzzles related to it. I thought that was kind of neat. Break the pot. I want what was inside. Pottery is my natural enemy. Ow. And that should do it. Through the door. Run because there's a wall master coming down in that room. Fully healed, but now? The light barrier is dispelled. Hurry. Just wanted to use that voice again. It's fun using those voice filters, man. And that is every barrier, meaning there's nothing stopping us from reaching Ganondorf. But before we go there, there's one more thing I want to go and do. Hopefully I head the right way towards the exit. Nope. Nope, I headed in the complete opposite direction. Alright. Whatever. Because based off of a lot of the choices that I've made for this playthrough, I'm gonna need what I'm gonna go do. Lift with the legs, not your back. Yeet! Again, how did this game get an E rating when it first came out? How? Welcome, my dude. I am the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm going to enhance your defensive power. Receive it now. We now have white outlines. Your defensive power is enhanced. Your defensive power has been enhanced. Damage inflicted by enemies will reduce by half, meaning we now effectively have 12 hearts instead of 6. With how much damage the final boss does, this will greatly help me. Especially considering I'm gonna have one more handicap that I'm gonna put on myself for the final boss. You'll see. But it's something I've never done before, but I think would be really fun. And now in the central part of Ganon's tower. And now we slowly climb as the organ music gets louder and louder. I love the central part of Ganon's tower. It really tests your abilities, and above all, I love the use of the music. The fact that the organ music just gets louder and louder the closer and closer you are. It's just perfect build-up. And for the final time in this game, I got the key. Black and white knuckles, iron knuckles. And again, if you can manipulate the camera, you can look inside the armor and you'll see the face of Naburu. Like, in a dazed state. And I think it also carries it into Majora's Mask with, like, the only 2 iron knuckles that are in Majora. So. Ah! There we go. And it'll drop a bunch of hearts. There we go. Yep. They usually do. Yeah, oof. Oop. Dodge that. No. Couldn't backflip in time. There we go. Fully restored, though doesn't matter too much, since when you first enter the boss's room, like where Ganondorf is, he'll just automatically heal you to full health. Gotta give what he thinks is his victim a sporting chance, after all. Let's do this.
The Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. The two Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me!
My dude, I can't help you. Because of the ways of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, my dude.
And there goes the organ. Great King of Evil Ganondorf. So, the trick I'm going to be using for this boss?
Yes, I'm doing it! The Yeti ball is actually good with to reflect the light! The balls of light! I have legit never done this before, this is kind of fun!
Oh, I'm having way too much fun with this. Okay. Again, this is kind of fun. I have legit never done this before. And also, it's kind of funny how the Master Sword is like designed to fight against the evils of Ganondorf and be his big weakness, and yet the Bigoron Sword actually ends up doing more damage to him overall. Oh! Crap. I forgot that attack could do that. Well, now I have to do the shameful climb back up. Oh well. It's not that big deal. Oh, hi! Okay. Okay. Come on, throw your light balls again. No! Why are you doing that ground pound thing? There we go. Duh, took too long. Yes, the ultimate weakness against yes, the ultimate way of reflecting magic. Glass bottles. And also, I'm pretty sure you could do this against the Phantom Ganon fight as well. It's not exclusive to Ganondorf. Which just makes it funnier in my opinion. It's like, yeah, even the more powerful variant of the Phantom Ganon can be defeated by mere glass. There we go. Finally. There we go. Yeah, with the Master Sword, this would have taken 4 cycles, but with the Bigoron, it was 3. But great King, evil King Ganondorf, beaten by this kid? I have a feeling that was originally red, what he just spewed out. My dude!
Ganondorf. Pitiful man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and...
Dramatic twist!
My dude, listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please, follow me. Yep, time to run. Now, if all these other would actually go faster... Because, yeah, this is probably my only problem with the finale. Zelda kind of sucks when it comes to escaping the tower, because she takes forever to get to the bottom. Because literally, if this one problem was fixed, I consider the finale of Ocarina to be pretty much as perfect as it could possibly be. The boss fights, the climbing down the tower, everything is pretty much pitch perfect otherwise. Magically float. Run around. And also, I might as well talk about this. So the Ganondorf fights. When I was a kid, that was hands down the hardest thing I've ever done in a video game. Like, it took me, like, I think somewhere around 9 hours to finally beat that thing before I beat him. I got so many freaking game overs because of that guy. And heck, you know how a lot of people like sometimes use who have older siblings that are really good at games, so sometimes how their little siblings will have them sometimes fight the boss for them. Yeah, even my older brother struggled against Ganondorf a little bit. Like, I wasn't the only one. So it was like, oh crap, what do we do? We did eventually beat him, and now, and nowadays I can beat Ganondorf with absolutely no problem. Like, honestly, I think the only reason why I was struggling a little bit and taking some hits is because I'm also focusing on commentating at the same time. Like, I don't know what it is, but every time you commentate and play a game at the same time, it's like all your abilities just poof, disappear. I'm pretty sure every content creator can agree with me on that one. Well, content creators that play games, specifically. Hi, Redet. No, stop. There we go. Okay. Run up. Go a little faster, Zelda, please. Thank you. Blech. I always like to imagine that the tower is just throwing up there. I don't know why. I'm weird. And also, how perfectly it falls apart. Just colliding all within the center to be flat. It's oddly satisfying, actually. It's over. It's finally over.
My dude, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before.
What is that sound? Check out my fist, bro. What up? I'm a pig now. Ganon.
There's no way he's going to hold me back again. This time, we fight together.
Yeah, I don't know why a pig either. I think it's more supposed to be a boar, but yeah, I legit don't know why it's a pig that he chose to pick, or why the Triforce made him essentially turn into a pig. Okay, anyways, underneath the legs and attack the tail. But yeah, this fight is pretty simple. Though, one thing I will praise is, I love the atmosphere here. The constant lightning strikes, the fire surrounding the arena, it is pitch perfect. I love the look of this fight. And also, music, top notch. It's not quite my favorite piece. I think Gerudo Valley takes that, but man, this is a freaking epic. This is about as perfect a final boss theme that this game deserves, man. And also, is it just me, or I like to think that when the tower collapsed, he absorbed some of that. And so his rainbow tail came from the rainbow bridge around his tower. I don't know, that's always been my thought ever since I was a kid. Anyways, my dude, this Master Sword is here. Hurry up. And for the second time, I will actually be using the Master Sword. Use the Master Sword. Destroy Ganon with the Sacred Sword. Because, yeah, this is like the only instance in this game where the Master Sword actually does more damage than the Bigoron Sword. It is the only thing that can actually normally damage Ganon with a lot of damage, other than the light arrows. So, because of that, Master Sword is going to be used for the remainder of this fight. What the? I didn't take any damage there! What the heck? I mean, again, if it benefits me, I'm not going to question it, but seriously, I got hit there. And I didn't take any damage. What, did I have invincibility frames or something? Come on. Another thing you could do against this boss fight is you could shoot light arrows into his head and stun him. That's the other thing you can do. Like that.
One more fairy! After this, it's a game over. Again, commentating at the same time, and I lose all my focus. And I suddenly suck at everything. Because otherwise, this is a pretty easy boss, honestly. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. Use your sword to deliver the final blow. Okay, but it's not going to be the Master Sword, I'll tell you that. It is clearly going to be the Bigoron sword that I'm going to stab him with. So come on, let's stab him with the good old Bigoron sword. Okay, yeah, it forces you to use the Master Sword in this instance. Normal attire and slash, 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 stab! Again, how did this game get an E rating? Six stages, now!
Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm.
Or, you know, if we're following Twilight Princess, have him just chained up against a rock, stab him, fail, and then teleport him into the Twilight Realm. But, you know, whatever floats your boat.
Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! Curse you, my dude. Someday, when this seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants. And also, curse you, Perry the Platypus! As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand.
Why are we in the sky? Thank you, my dude. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world. For a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now, it is time for my mistake. It is time to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. Excuse me. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. My dude, give the Ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. Okay, but can I get my fairy ocarina at least so I can at least continue to play some instrument? Continue to play music? When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Now, go home, my dude. Regain your lost time. Home, where you are supposed to be. The way you're supposed to be. Thank you, my dude. Goodbye. And that was Ocarina of Time. Not quite perfect. I do have a few nitpicks about it, but dang it all, it is about as close to perfect a video game as you can get. Its dungeons, its story, its music, pretty much everything is top-notch stuff. I love revisiting this thing every year. Am I done with Ocarina? Yes and no. In terms of a normal playthrough, yeah, I am pretty much done. But I've kind of said this in a previous stream, but one day I hope to do randomizers with Ocarina. Now that I've kind of played through the game normally, I feel like I could now do sort of fun things with it. Do randomizers, do multiplayer versions of this game. All that kind of stuff. So now it's just a matter of finding good randomizers and maybe even randomizers are a lot of fun, especially multiplayer ones. And for multiplayer ones, I will have to ask around to see if anybody would be willing to do that. I do my siblings actually a couple of them actually do content creation as well. Like, they'll have YouTube or Twitch channels, so I might ask them about doing a stream with me and doing a multiplayer Ocarina randomizer with me. But for now, I think I'm going to take a little break from Ocarina. So, and yeah, next week it will be Majora's Mask for Zelda Fridays. Which, in my opinion, is not only the best Zelda game, but it is straight up my favorite video game of all time. So I am 100% looking forward to that. And I can't wait to share it and share why it's so special to me. And why I'm sure it's special to a lot of other people as well. But for now, let's just kind of let the credits play out. I do have one other comment, but it'll have to wait just a little bit before I kind of give it. But for now, just sit back and enjoy these credits. The Song of Storms guy is just upside down. Okay, that wasn't a comment, but still, that was funny. Okay, here's the comment, and what I've been kind of holding back on saying for a while. There's a theory that in Ocarina, at the end, all the sages are dead. Like, when you meet them in the Chamber of Sages, they are dead. And I think that theory does have a lot of water. Not only does it look like there's spirits when they're flying overhead, but in the Fire Temple, Darunia went in to fight the dragon, Vavagia. Yet when you go in to fight Vavagia, he's nowhere to be seen. When you first enter the Water Temple, you meet up with Ruta. She tells you where to go, then she just disappears entirely until you complete the temple. And Naburu completely disappears after you free her from the Iron Knuckle. So, I do think there is valid, I think it is a valid theory that the sages did die in their respective temples. And that by adding their power to your own, you essentially free their souls and allow them to help you in a spiritual sense. But I don't know, that's my personal theory. Believe what you want to believe. What up? My name is my dude. So yeah, that's it for normal Ocarina of Time. Tomorrow's stream will be hopefully wrapping up Sonic Adventure 2. And then next Friday, will be the start of Majora's Mask. Definitely look forward to that. But until then, be sure to follow me on all my socials. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube. And until next time, take care. Stay safe, and you all have a good rest of your day. This is Chronofahx, signing out.